Al, you won't believe it. I love when we do these videos where I don't tell you what we're going to talk about before we talk about it. So I'm going to read you a private message that I got from a client.
I don't know if I
Al
want to hear
got
this.
wait, ready? Al, wait, listen. Al hasn't. This is at 11:35 a.m. and I know who the client watches the videos. I'm just having a little fun, client. Al hasn't had any plays this week, right? Question mark. Want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Well, OKC yesterday, but maybe that came over the weekend. I said, no, that wasn't for yesterday. That was for Sunday evening. He didn't play game one. He goes, okay, makes sense. Like they see the blowout on the Oak City game, they're just dying for the 10-unit plan. I'm like, you can ask me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I look, I get it. They're gamblers. They want to have skin in the game. They want to bet the NBA playoffs. But it is kind of funny. I got about six different iterations of that type of communication this morning. I just want to make sure Al didn't have a play on Oak City yesterday on Telegram, and I didn't delete it by accident. No, you didn't delete it.
No, we passed on the game. We did have Oak City on the free play here.
No, I understand, but these guys, I'm just saying, it go, like I said, we want to bet to make money, and obviously, it's kind of funny though, just to have those type of communications sometimes, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with that being said, I was talking to a client yesterday, and I said to him before game time, I said, listen, the line opened up at 10 on Indiana in the WNBA and went down to 7 against Atlanta Dream. Everybody's on this Caitlin run. And I said, all these guys asked me, do you think I should bet it? But I said, listen, you're obsessed with one player. That's not a reason to bet the team every time they play. And then I checked this morning, and the guy's like, I should have listened to you. And then Atlanta Dream beat him outright 91-90. Like,
Yeah, the two teams have a rematch tonight.
oh, interesting. I don't know if what you're going to give is the complimentary selection. I don't know if that would be one of the games, but it's just interesting how I cannot tell you in 38 years how many people ever were talking to me about WNBA.
Yeah, no, it's a good sign. Yeah, people care. Caitlin Clark, she's definitely sparked interest in the league.
What's the line tonight on the rematch? Do you know?
It was 3.5 when I last looked. I can look now and tell you what it is. We're doing the overnight line because we're recording this on Wednesday for Thursday.
Right,
So
correct. Okay.
the current overnight number is 3.5 at BetMGM, 3.5 at DraftKings, 3 at Bet365.
Got it. Okay. So
Yeah,
with that being said, like I said, give you guys want to give me a text 443-957-1006. Again, if you're inquiring about early bird promotions for college and pro football and basketball, because all sports are included on Telegram, by all means, reach out to me. And again, the first thing I'm usually going to ask you is what size is your bankroll to determine if this is a perfect fit. Because guys, we're not going to sell you the product just to sell you the product. It's not for everybody. And I send a lot of guys back right to pickdogs.com. Hey, buy a week, buy a month, buy a year even, and understand the difference. And like I have no skin in the game on that, and I'll tell you what you might or might not want to hear. I had a couple clients that they're setting themselves up for failure. Al, they want to invest in the program, and they have enough money, let's say left on their credit card to invest in the program, but then they have a small bankroll that's not sufficient to overcome the fees. I'm just going to have a client that's not happy. We're not looking to do that. You can get the plays online if you got $1,000 in your legal sports book. There's no point in paying me for all access and betting $50 a game. You can make money online, and it's not that I want to sell you away from the all access, but we say it's not for everybody, and we mean it's not for everybody. It's a unique product where you can get the plays unrated without the additional late updates. But if you're watching this and you're a high net worth individual, that should also give you some positivity to say, I want to deal with a group like that isn't going to hard sell this product to everybody, because really we don't need to and we don't want to.
Right.
So tell me, since you don't have a 10 unit tomorrow, I'm assuming, unless I'm wrong, what's the complimentary selection?
We're going to look at the total in the matchup between Oklahoma City and Minnesota. These two teams played a very low-scoring game in Game 1. Final score was 114-88. A total of 202 points were scored. It went under the total of 219.5 by 17.5 points. So, of course, the odds makers adjust. They move game two downward and they move it to 214 to 215 range. Still not adjusted enough. We're going to take the under. Most places have it around 214.5. So we'll take the under 214.5 in game two between Minnesota and Oklahoma City.
I'm looking right here at the screen and it is exactly 214.5. We'll go under the total, guys. Reach out to join the All Access or just find out about it. And as always, good day and good luck.